Hello everybody in Instagram land. Just trying out this live feed outside. I think I have enough of a connection here. Seems to be working okay. Just wanted to show everybody this painting I did earlier this year. I think I did this way back in January or February, and then it got packed away because of the move, and now we're in the new house. I'm starting to unpack some boxes and came across this 12 by 12 figure study. Trying to get the right range on the camera. It's interesting, it changes from a bluish to a pinkish hue depending on the angle of the camera. So I'll have to work on that. That's a learning curve I haven't approached yet. I have my little buddy here, my Halloween bird, little skeleton fella. He hangs out on the patio table and watches me eat my lunch, whatnot. Paint a little out here too when it's nice out, and that's most of the time. But sometimes it can be a little hot. Anyway, 12 by 12. This is on masonite. Let me just show you the masonite here. It's just a masonite panel that I buy it in the 4 by 8 sheets. This is about 1/8 of an inch thick. There we go, get an edge shot there. You can buy it in, or actually this is, yeah, you can buy it in a 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch sheet. Cut it yourself, and can't see it now because of course it's painted on, but they have that melamine or that white baked enamel finish sprayed onto the sheets. Sometimes they call it tile board, but it's a low-grade product for bathrooms or kitchens if you want to make the wall white and smooth. It's kind of like a paneling, I guess, but it makes a nice painting surface if you like something smooth. I'll still sand it a little bit with a 400 grit sandpaper, and just to give it a little bit of a tooth to grab the paint, and then I'll go for it. But it's basically primed in that sense, because I noticed if you buy the masonite raw and then try to paint it, it starts to warp as the paint on one side starts to dry or the moisture expands it. Either way, I'm working in oil, so usually as the oil dries it'll start to shrink, and then the panel will start to curve a little bit. But with that white enamel on it, it doesn't seem to do that at all, so that's pretty sweet. I really like it, and it's a little better in some respects than canvas because it's almost indestructible. Like, you're not going to accidentally poke a hole in this thing. It's it's a solid piece of panel here, and when you have as much art as I do and you start to store things and they start to stack up on the wall, sometimes you forget they're there and you bump and whatnot. So this is a nice way to go. Even though I've gotten a lot better at putting my stuff in boxes with cardboard separators and that kind of thing, it's still nice to know that if you bump this on the back, it's not going to tear through. So, say hi to my little bird. He had an acorn in his mouth for a while there, but I don't know where the acorn had rolled off and fell on the ground, but he was cute when he had his little acorn. So that's my painting. I just threw that on eBay. You can search Joey Sky Art or Joey Sky on eBay, and that should pull this up. And I've been posting between 1 and 3 a day, just trying to get my inventory back on. And of course I sell things through Instagram here too. So if you're interested in this one, just let me know. And like I said, you can see more pictures. Well, I think I actually only put 2 on there, but you can see it on eBay either way. And I enjoy doing these figures. It's not that I'm super big into nudity or erotic art or anything, but I find that the human figure can be one of the most challenging things to paint. Well, maybe not even to paint, but just to sketch out initially, because there's a lot of things that have to be correct in order to make it look right. And I guess that's why I like portraits, because portraits are the most challenging thing. I remember when I decided to learn to drive a car in the driver's ed, right, in 1979, high school. they said, "What do you want to drive, a stick or a automatic?" And I thought, I'll drive the stick. He's like, "Why do you want to drive a stick? That's the harder. You could go with an automatic and have an easy time of it." And I told the guy, I said, "Well, I'd rather drive the hard one, because if I can drive the stick, I can drive the automatic. But if I can drive the automatic, it doesn't mean I can drive the stick." So I'm always up for a challenge. I like to maybe paint the hardest things. There's an airplane going by right now. Hope that didn't interfere with my voice too much. I don't think it did. Let me show you another painting just for the fun of it, since I do have another one lying right here. This is a Florida influenced painting. I like to do these Florida coast paintings, sunsets or blue skies with clouds, and throw birds in. This is a flamingo, of course, and it was interesting because the flamingo has some pinks and purples and oranges in it, on a orange and predominantly orange and white brownish background, and it's pretty striking actually. I was a little concerned that it was going to not be a very good color combination, but after I put the oranges and the purples in the flamingo, it really set itself out. I mean, the color principle actually ended up working out. I think just pink and orange together, you don't think that that's going to work, but when you get a nice little blend of the colors together. Let me see how close I can get here, but maybe you can see the orange and the shadow and the purples and the pink that I snuck into the. See, we've got a little piece of dirt there. A little piece of dirt by his foot there. Yeah, so there's our lone flamingo flying over the Florida coast. Hope you like that one. That one, I haven't even got this on Instagram yet, actually, now that I think about it. I need to take some still photos and see if I can get that on Instagram so you can take a look at that. I'll save this video to the Instagram TV platform, and you can check it out again. This is on a canvas panel, which is, again, it's a thinner panel. I usually put the certificate of authenticity on the back, and sometimes I frame them, others I don't. This one I probably will not frame, leave it to you to frame it yourself, but every once in a while I'll find a frame and I'll think that's the right frame for a certain painting. I'll have to get it. And I don't really raise the price anyway. I'll just charge whatever the frame costs on top of the painting cost, and then it's ready to hang. So they usually just sell quicker, is what it turns out to be. It's not really that I'm making a profit on it, and it also helps me to display them in my home, because I do sell a certain amount of art live here, just through my sphere and my friends and people that know I paint. So between Jody and I, we have quite a few people that come visit, so I like to get them up on the wall whenever I can. I have a little ledge I set them on, and that helps. So I guess that's one tip I could give you, is that you know, a lot of artists have friends and family and people that come by, but they see their art, they don't really know it's for sale, or if they know that you're a selling artist, they really don't know what you're charging. So, and don't be afraid to put a little sticker or a little placard on the wall next to your artwork. It says, here's a 8x10 flamingo on canvas board. I'll sell it for $50. You know, just put $50 on there. Make a little store out of your living room. It's actually kind of interesting. You can write a little description about the artwork or that kind of thing, and you'll be surprised. You'll sell a few pieces of artwork every month just from doing that. So I'm going to sign off for now. We'll catch you later. Say goodbye to my little bird friend again, and we'll do some more of these live videos in the future. I'm interested in this kind of thing. It's I guess, said that artists are the worst marketers in the world because they don't want to do it. But I actually find doing these little videos and putting pictures on Instagram and eBay. See, I'm not really into the artwork for selling it. I paint my art. I like people to see it. So I can put a painting on eBay, and over a period of a month, 50 people will look at it. And that's where I get my satisfaction. I really don't mind if it doesn't sell. And if it sits on eBay for a year, 2 years. I had a sculpture I made out of an old Electrolux vacuum. It was a dog. And I had that on eBay for years, and lots of people looked at it. And it was expensive. I wasn't giving it away, and but I got a lot of enjoyment going into my account and noticing how many people had seen, because eBay shows you how many views and how many followers, or not followers, but how many people have saved your item as a potential thing to purchase. So if you're like me and you just like to know how many people are seeing your artwork, you can see that stat on eBay, and then on Instagram too. Instagram, if you have the business account, which I just upgraded to, you can see how many, let's see, how do they call it? They have a number on there for posted images, or how many views, how many impressions, that's the word they use. How many impressions Instagram has put on Instagram feeds for people to see your art. So I think the last one I looked at, I had about 500 impressions, and then I had smaller numbers of people that liked it, and it varies, I guess. And my account is real new, don't get me wrong. I've been on Instagram off and on. I built up followers. I got tired of it. I didn't do anything. My followers dropped off, and then I closed some accounts, and so now I just opened up this new account, and it has very few followers at this point. And Instagram doesn't seem like they really like me that much. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's way too early. You have to be consistent and keep posting and see how it goes. And of course, they want me to promote paintings or posts, and they think, well, I'm on there to sell my artwork or some kind of coaching or whatnot. But yeah, I'm not really about that either. Get a little closer here. See that flamingo. Let's see how. I'm just kind of curious. And then I wanted to try flipping the camera around one time. I was just a little curious to see if I can do that. Oh yeah, okay, right there in the middle of a live video, I can switch it around so you can see what I look like, because I'm always talking to the back of the camera, and I thought, well, do people want to see what I look like? Probably not. I'm not that good looking of a guy, but I'm not too horribly, well, it is what it is. All right, well, that's good to know that feature works. So I'm going to flip this back, show you these paintings one more time. There's the flamingo, and then here on the table we got this latest figurative redhead with the kind of, I guess you would call that paisley. It's kind of a Nightmare After Christmas, kind of a Jack, Nightmare Before Halloween kind of hair that I like. And of course it's got some dripping and drizzling on it, which is something that's one of my trademarks. That I use that a lot on paintings, and I like to put the paint on thick and wet and push it around and sculpt it a little bit until I have something I like. So you'll see that quite a bit in my artwork. And I've been painting for many years, since I was a child. Sold my first painting, I think, when I was in the Air Force in about 1981, I believe it was. I was painting sunsets with airplanes landing in the background. So I was in the Air Force, and we were aircraft mechanics. So been playing around, and then I kind of have a style, but I also have a lot of interests. I like to paint different things, so a little detail of the hand for you. Came out pretty well. I really dig this painting. I almost hate to sell it, but you know, everything's for sale at the right price, right? That's what they claim. Alright, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll check in with you again soon. Catch you later. Bye.